Hey, this is Jennifer. Have you ever, I'm out walking and running, have you ever had a thought while you're doing something alone like this, like walking or running or even out shopping, or anyway, you're by yourself and you have some thoughts and have some clarity on something, but there's no one to share it with at the moment. And there's a need to kind of unload it, unleash it, get it out of yourself just so that you can maybe look at it more clearly or chew on it some more. Well, I'm feeling kind of like that right now. And so, there goes a car. And so I thought I would just try to quickly record something in the event that this is helpful, maybe to me and anyone who listens to this. There's something I want you to know, and I want me to know. I'm thinking about relationships. And more importantly, how relationships are really the perfect mirror or reflection of where we are in ourselves at any given point. And I'm thinking about how when we're looking for a partner, it also works with children and family members, but specifically with finding a partner, having a partner, finding that happiness, that fulfillment, how we're looking at it out there. You know, if only I could have that man or that woman or have that kind of a relationship, I'd be happy. I'd feel satisfied. I would feel secure. I wouldn't worry anymore. And I was reflecting on how when I separated, I started dating several months after that, and part of me was thinking maybe it was too soon, I wasn't ready, or what was I really looking for anyway? I wasn't ready to really get into a relationship or get married again. I couldn't anyway, I wasn't divorced. But the point is that fairly soon into my having a couple of dates with some nice men, I realized it wasn't about them at all, that what I needed was to feel good in myself, and that with every date or opportunity to meet someone new and go out and have a drink or a dinner or something, or take a walk with somebody, I was able to not so much reinvent myself, but it was more sort of reclaim who I knew I was sometime way in the past, learn who I wanted to be as well. Like, who was that from the past that I was, that I had felt secure in and true to, and then experience that again. And it's easy to do that with new people because they don't know who you are, and so you can really kind of show up any way you want to, and hopefully, ideally, we're showing up as ourselves. And I remember dating some very nice people and feeling really good about myself. And I thought it was because they liked me. Even then, I felt better because they were showing me attention. They were showing me attention that I hadn't had for a long time, or made me feel useful or special or unique, smart, pretty, whatever. But I remember feeling really good about myself. And then those relationships fell apart. And at first they were painful because no breakup is super fun. But after a while, I became really okay with it because I realized that if that person fell away, he wasn't the right person. And I was pretty clear that it wasn't about them anyway. It was really about me and how I was starting to feel about myself. And so it occurs to me that the process of finding that right person, so to speak, or being happy in a relationship, the only way to look at that really is, how are you feeling about yourself? And quite frankly, if people are showing up and falling away, or the wrong person keeps showing up, let's say, quote unquote, wrong person, it's really not about them, it's about us. And what I mean by that is, it's about us because we're not ready. And they're just reflecting to us that we haven't figured some stuff out yet, ironed some stuff out that we needed to iron out before we can have the fullness of, in manifestation of what we really want or desire. Now the kicker in my experience is that I met my partner now in the very beginning of my excursion into the dating world. And I knew that he liked me right away, and I thought he was very nice and lovely, but I felt like it wasn't right, and I had too many parts in my life for him, and I was very protective actually of this man I didn't even know at the time, but I just realized that I had too much crap going on, and it wasn't fair to him to unload this onto someone like him who was established and successful and really didn't need all my stuff. But here's what I just realized is that the universe is crazy, because he saw it in me. He loved me right away, but I didn't love me. I could not experience his love, even like first date kind of a love, you know? I couldn't experience that because I was not there yet. And what I realized is that these other people that I met, and people came in and out of my life, and not just dates, but friendships and new experiences, that as I went through those experiences, I started to like myself. I started to love certain things about myself and appreciate certain things about myself. And as those things grew, guess what happened? I returned to the man who is my partner now, because what I realized, really kind of in a lightning bolt kind of a way, which sounds absurd, but it actually did happen, is that I realized he was the one, because all these months, in fact years, he was holding space for me. But I had to get up to speed with it. I had to turn towards him, which was really turning towards myself. Because here's the ultimate takeaway, right? Is that when we're loving somebody, we're not loving them because they love us ultimately. We're loving them because we love. That's what we do. We love regardless. And when those two things match up, you meet the person who loves you and you love them, but more importantly, you love yourself. And ideally, hopefully, that other person loves himself or herself. Holy cow, that's the stuff. And that's the healthy relationship. So really, looking for the relationship is looking for yourself. I guess that sounds sort of cliche and tired, I don't know, but it's true. Like, all relationship work is self-care work, is self-exploration work. And it's not perfect, and you're not la-di-da every day. Who is? You're not supposed to be. That's the whole point. Stuff keeps coming up, and you keep addressing it, and hopefully evolving and growing to become even more the person we're meant to be. I'm meant to be. You're meant to be. So anyway, that's what I wanted you to know today. It's good stuff. And we're supposed to be happy. We're supposed to find joy. We're supposed to have meaning. It doesn't rest in somebody else, in somebody giving us what we think we want. It's always, always in us. I hope you find it. I hope maybe you can look at things a little bit differently if you need to feel better about this. Well, I've always loved to talk about it more. This is the stuff I think about 24/7. And anyway, I just wanted you to know. Thanks for listening.